Assalamualaikum. My name Afizul Azri Mazlan. I present about how to calculate variable length subnet mask or short form VLSM. At first, network IPO LAN I1. The host is 450. We must select the power of what must be total more than host. 2 power of 9 equal 152. Subtract with 2 because 1 for network address and 1 for broadcast address, and we get 510 valid host. Second, to find a binary number, we just see the power of 2. The power of 2 is 9. We put 09 at class C. And the balance from class B until class A, we just put 1. And we calculate total 1, how many 1 we put, and we get a must bit. The must bit is 23, and the decimal number from binary number. Third, the power of 7 we get from number 3. To find subnet, we must calculate total of number at binary number at class B. Example, a total binary number at class B is 7. And 2 power of 7 equal 17128 subnet. And step 4, 256 minus 254. 254 we get from the latest decimal number from class B, and equal range is 2. And the step 5, to draw a table, the subnet starting from 0 until 172, and the address is 172.220.16.0, and we just plus 2 at class B until 172.20.254.0, and broadcast address we get from net address, we plus 1 at class B, and we get 172.20.17.255 until subnet 127, and the range is 172.20.16.1. We get from net address starting from 1 until 254, until we do the same time at subnet 172. LAN 2 has 240 hosts, and we use 2 power of 8, and we get 256. We subtract with 2, get 254 valid hosts. And this binary number and decimal number, 2 power of 8 equal 256 subnet, and 256 minus 255 equal 1 range. Subnet starting from 0 until 255. Net address we starting from 172.20.18.0 until 172.20.255.0. Broadcast address we starting from 172.20.18.255 until 172.20.255.255. IP range with subnet 0 is 172.20.18.0. 172.18.1 until 172.20.18.254 until subnet 255. The LAN tree has 90 hosts. We get 2 power of 7. We get 1 to 8. Subtract with 2. We get 1 to 6 valid hosts and the binary number and decimal number. 2 power of 9 is 512 subnet. 255 minus 1 to 8 and we get 1 to 8 range. The subnet is starting from 0 until 512. The address is here, starting from 172.20.19.0 until 172.20.255.128. Protocol address is 172, we starting from 172.20.19.128 until 172.20.255.255. IP range subnet 0 is 172.20.19.1 until 172.20.19.126 and subnet 152 is 172.20.255.172 until 172.20.255.254. And the Selangor S1 has 650 hosts and we use 2 power of 10 and we get 1024. We subtract with 2, we get 1022 valid host, binary number and decimal number. 2 power of 6 is 64 subnet. 256 minus 252 equal 4 range and subnet 0, we starting from 0 until 63. Net address 172.30.16.0 until 172.30.252.0. Broadcast address 172.30.19.255 and until 172.30.255.255. IP range is subnet 0 is 172.30.1916.1 until 172.30.19.254. And the subnet 63 is 172.30.252. Until 172.30.255.254. The S2 is host 390 hosts and 2 power of 9 is 172 minus 2 get 500 1 valid host. Binary number, decimal number. 2 power of 7 is 1 to 8 subnet and the range is 2. The subnet starting from 0 until 172. The address is 172.30.20.0 and until 172.30.254. And the broadcast address is 172.30.21.255 until 172.30.255.255. IP range subnet 0 is 172.30.20.1 until 172.30.21.255. The subnet of subnet 1 to 7 is 172.30.255.1 until 172.30.255.254. The S3 is 140 hosts and we use 2 power of 8, we get 256, and we get 254 valid host, and the binary number, decimal number. 2 power of 8 is 265 subnet, and we get a 1 range and the table. The Melaka has 190 hosts. 2 power of 8 equal 256, and we get 254 valid host, binary number and decimal number. We get 2 power of 8 is 256 subnet, and we get 1 range, and this is a table. The IPO, 2 hosts. 2 power of 2 is 2, minus 2 is 2 invalid host, and the binary number, decimal number. 2 power of 6 is 64 subnet, and we get 4 range and the table. Subnet from 0 to 64. Selangor, 2 hosts. 2 power of 2 is 4, minus 2 valid hosts, and the binary number, the decimal number. 2 power of 6 is 64 subnet, 256. The rest is 4. The subnet, Selangor, is starting from 0 until 64. Melaka have 2 hosts. 2 power of 2 is 4, and we get 2 valid hosts. And the binary number, decimal number. 2 power of 6 is 64 subnet, and we get 4 range. So 0 subnet 0 until 64, and the rest is 4. Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Anas bin Zulkifli. Today we can show you how to configuration of device at the router Ipoh, Selangor and Melaka. So we start. Okay. First, select the console wireless, and then connect the wire to router from PCI1 and click the PC, open the terminal, and we start to configuration the router. Enter, type enable, enter, type configure terminal, enter, and type interface serial 0/0/0, enter, type IP address 172.50.16 and 2, and submit mask, which is 255, 255, 255 and 252, enter. And then no shutdown, enter, exit, enter, and again exit, and last exit. Okay, we done to configure router Ipoh. You can see the green, and we go to the next, configure router Selangor. Tekan router, desktop, terminal, type enable, enter, configuration terminal, enter, interface serial 0/0/1, enter, IP address 172.60.16, and submit mask, 255, 255, 255, and 252. Enter, and not shut down. Enter, and type is it. Enter again, is it. And we done to configure router Selangor. We go to the last router, which is Malacca. Do the same thing, terminal. OK. Enable. Enter. Configure terminal. Enter. Interface serial 0/1/0. Enter an IP address 172.70.16.2 and some image, which is 255.255.255 and 252. Enter, and type not shut down. Enter, and type is it. Enter, and is it again. Enter. We done to configure the router Melaka. Can you see? And that's for from me, and we go to the next question. Thank you.
Okay, first we need to enter the terminal at the PC that connected to the router. Enter the password, PBT, next, input, enable, enter, next, password, DFC20143, next, input command show IP interface, brief. It will display a summary for all interfaces, including the IPv4 addresses of the interface and current operation status. Next, input show IP route. It will display the content of the IPv4 routing table stored in RAM. Next, input command show running config interface. In show running config interface, it will display the command configured in the router, such as interface gigabit 00, gigabit 01, gigabit 02, interface serial 000, and so on. Next, show running verification of connectivity router in Melaka. Same like before, we need to enter the password PBT and then enable, and next we need to input the password DFC20143. Next, we use the same command, which is show IP interface brief, which it will display a summary of all interfaces. Next command is show IP route. Next command is show running config. And it will show all data that have in the router, such as IP address and subnet mask. It also next is verification of connectivity of router Selangor. we need to enter the password pbt. We put enable command and enter password. Another password is DFC20143. Next, Selangor show IP interface brief. And next command tekan show IP route. Next is show running config. Okay, we open command prompt in I1. Next, we enter the command ping IPS6, which is IPS6 IP address is 172.30.22.11. We put enter. Next, we see that that's the percentage of the ping is not fully 100%. Next, and then we need to ping again the same IP address to get 100% fully ping. Next, we open web browser to search www.hq.com, which is if the internet connection is connected, we can go to the hq.com. Okay, next, ping from M2 to S1. Open the laptop M2, open the command prompt, then we put IP address of S1, which is 172.30.60.10. then we enter, and then we will see that the ping is not fully 100%. Then we will ping again to get 100% fully ping. Next, we will open the web browser again to search www.hq.com. Okay, we enter this internet is successful. Next, we ping from M1 to I6. We open the command prompt in M1, and then we put the IP address of I6, which is 172.20.19.11, and then we enter, and then we will wait until the ping is finished. Okay, in this ping it also not fully 100%. Then we will ping again to get 100% fully ping. Next, we will open again the web browser to check the internet connectivity. We put the www.hq.com, and then we click the go button. Okay,